It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Hey, today I want to share a press release that Konica had put out there like 6 months ago. And I want to ask some follow-up questions because I believe that this press release is a lesson for all of my friends that sell supply and service print equipment. But before I do that, I had a company reach out to me and they said, hey, Ray, we have this new product that we're trying to take into the marketplace. Would you mind sharing the product on the end of the day with Ray? Folks, I don't normally do these things pro bono, but in this case, I decided I don't even know if I want to really market this product. It seemed a little bit quirky to me. I suggested they put it on a billboard out in the desert. Someone will probably drive by and see it, maybe buy it. But at the end of the day, with Ray Venue, serious dealers out there, I don't really think they would find this thing valuable. But you never know. You never know. Some of our dealers do some crazy things. So without any further ado, I want to jump on the Sharp Interactive board. I'm going to show you the product here real quick. It's called the 1254 RDT. RDT stands for Reverse Digital Transformation. Reverse digital transformation. I don't know what the 1254 is. I think it reverses the digital image into paper in like 54 minutes because it has to scan. You can see it. So she's got the notebook over the platen and the machine is looking at this information in the notebook, kind of like the old book copy. And then it's going to take that information, it's going to put it on a sheet of paper, bringing that digital information back to the analog world, reverse digital transformation. I was asking this company, I said, well, who the hell's going to buy this thing? And they said, well, it's a lot of people that think about security because, you know, you don't have to worry about something being in the Bluetooth or not or connecting it to the machine because it's just taking the machine. I mean, it's just, there's no connection. I said, well, that's kind of interesting. Doesn't make any sense, but I thought it was interesting. But they said that a lot of people, this is where they're finding their best customer. They said the people that have been buying these workplace hubs from Konica Minolta. Now, this is just them saying this. They could be making the whole thing up. Who knows? But they say the people that are buying the workplace hub from Konica are finding themselves digitized too quickly. In other words, they buy the workplace hub, they put it in there, and through the DX program or something, they end up getting the whole office digitized in like a couple of weeks. And then the end users are lost. They're like, oh, I need this in the analog world. What am I going to do? So they go over to the RDT 1254, and they could go ahead and get that image out of the digital world back into the piece of paper in the analog world. I told you, a little bit nutty of a product. I'm not really sure, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, you know, copiers used to print, right? Nobody does that anymore. And so why would they do this? And I think pretty soon people are going to say, why am I printing this? Because it's going to sound just as silly as putting my notebook over the platen. It'll sound the same. It'll be the same stupid conversation that people will be having in the office. Why in the world would anybody print a sheet of paper is what they're going to say. See, right now they would say, why in the world would anybody copy their notebook pages? Think about it, folks. The world's changing quickly. Anyway, I might keep it on as a sponsor. I might not. Personally, I think they ought to go on a sign in the desert. Maybe someone will buy it. But let's talk about this press release that Konica Minolta put out there 6 months ago. And it was referring to the retirement of the Muratec brand. We all remember this back in January. You know, here's the reality, folks. Back when Konica did that back in January, you know, I made a comment that I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. As a matter of fact, I said they should have retired the Muratec brand the day they bought them. Why did they keep it around for a few years? But here's the reality. Are those Muratec dealers, Konica dealers today, 6 months later? What happened? And I'm asking this question because I think it's an important question for all of our dealer friends as we watch these OEMs re-engineer distribution at street level. And if we don't think there's going to be a re-engineering of distribution at street level coming soon, we're nuts, because there is. In June, just a couple of weeks away, our friends at Toshiba have the big board meeting. Whether or not Bain Capital is going to buy them, I predict they probably will. I also predict that as soon as they buy them, or not shortly after, they're going to go ahead and get rid of Toshiba Tech. I made the prediction that maybe Ricoh picks up Toshiba Tech. Whoever picks up Toshiba Tech, but let's just assume for a second it is Ricoh. Do you think Ricoh is going to re-engineer distribution at street level between Ricoh and Toshiba Tech? Do you think Ricoh is going to gobble up Toshiba Tech and keep it all just the way it is? Hell no, they're not doing any of that. If they buy them, they're going to clean house. They're going to re-engineer distribution at street level. What can we learn from the Muratec retirement? What lessons can we learn? Are those Muratec dealers all full-line Konica dealers? Did they fill out the applications? Did they do the business plan? Did Konica say, okay, here's our products, go sell it? Were there dealers in the marketplace that were really big Konica dealers that said there's no way in hell we want that person signed up as a Konica dealer? Folks, I'm just asking the question because I think it's time for our industry's dealers, especially the smaller dealers, to start preparing for what's coming. And what's coming is the re-engineering of distribution at street level. It's coming to a town near you and eventually to your town. Just some things to think about, my friends, because everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.